I wanted to quickly talk about a topic that I brought up in some live, and people got upset. Like, I don't know, I guess people always get upset at the things I say about religious topics that they're just not familiar with. There is an understanding that Hebrew was never a language spoken in the street in ancient Israel. And there's logic behind this. We know that even in Second Temple times, right before the Horban, Hebrew wasn't the spoken language in Israel, it was Aramaic. When the Jews came out of Egypt, they weren't speaking Hebrew. When did they really adopt this language? The understanding was that because it's called Lashon HaKodesh, the holy language, it was set apart for religious things, not for everyday talk. This is why the rabbis teach that there are no curse words in Hebrew. In modern day Israel, the vast majority of curse words, if not all of them, come from Arabic. Um, Even we see, I think, with the authors of the New Testament, how they had to rely on Greek texts and sometimes on Aramaic translations for their quotations because they just weren't familiar with Hebrew. And it really wasn't until Eliezer ben Yehuda and basically the Zionist movement that took this holy language and made it um, everyday speak in Israel. But the understanding, I think, by most Haredim was that Hebrew was never a spoken language in the land of Israel colloquially. It was always limited to religious topics, to davening, to reading the Torah. It's something that many secularists or modern day Zionists have a hard time accepting. We even see it nowadays in the yeshivish world. Uh, Most Bachrim, they could open up a Gemara, they could open up a Mishnah, they could learn in Aramaic and specifically in Hebrew, but not speak a word of it colloquially, meaning people could learn the language without it having to be spoken on the streets, right? This is why nowadays there's Karl Marx translated into Hebrew, all types of unacceptable ideas taught in the holy language.